Welcome to Flawless Game Movies. I am Mystify and this is the premiere episode for the Let's Play series for Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition on Xbox. Since I've played the original Diablo 3 on console as well, I've waited for the expansion to be released on Xbox. This release was just a few days ago. I was already going to play this game anyway, so I figured why the hell not and record this for you guys, so you guys can follow my adventures. So for the purpose of this Let's Play, I've created a new character, so I can show you guys the whole game from Act 1 until the end boss. And I've chosen the Crusader class because that's the only class that has been added with this expansion and is thus the only class I haven't played in Diablo 3 already. After this we finish this Let's Play, which will take a few videos of course. I will show you guys some gameplay from the other characters on the higher tiers, and I will create a hardcore character and do a let's play with that. I will start the difficulty on the difficulty hard because I've already played this game and know the controls, and I don't want things to be easy. I like to be challenged. But if it is too difficult, I will decrease, but we can also increase if the difficulty is proven to be too easy. And we start with slaughtering some Risen over here and work our way to the first city, or village rather. I also removed the cutscenes from these videos because you guys can already see them all over the internet if you like them, so I rather show you some gameplay in that time. And I will also follow just the main quests and talk to the main characters, and I'll show you the dialogues, but I have the sound a little bit lower, so maybe you guys can't hear them or I'm babbling through them. And we'll slaughter some new Risen over here, so we can enter the village. And I'll test my shield bash skill. I've already played the Paladin, which is a similar class in Diablo 2. And I played with the Blast Hammer skill a lot. And I saw this Blast Hammer skill was also in the skill trees of this Crusader, but it works a little bit different, so I'm curious how that works. If you guys want something else in these videos, like the side quests or a little bit more exploring or dungeon crawling for specific dungeons if we're a little bit further, please leave a comment and I will read them, and of course I will try to put it in these videos. So for this first quest we're looking for the Fallen Star, which is something that came out of the sky in Tristram, and now Deckard Cain is missing, so we're talking to his niece Leah and find out what things we're up to. But for now I'm just trying to rush a little bit to these first quests because I think they're not particularly interesting and I just want to gain some skills and some basic equipment. I will also take these lore books. You guys can maybe hear it on the background. In this case Deckard Cain, and he is providing some lore, but I will not focus on that.
How do we stop these Risen dead? I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia.
For now we only have one skill, and I will check out my equipment after we have some stuff.
Well, I have seen you fight.
Until things get a little bit more interesting, so I will do that between episodes. My aim is to at least have 3 episodes a week, mostly during the weekends. But as you guys see, this will be probably Monday. So it depends on how things work out, but I will at least try to do 3 videos a week, in which they will probably be uploaded in the weekends. So we're going through the wilderness to find the Wretched Queen and the Wretched Mother, so I will kill these Wretched Mothers as well because we need the levels, because otherwise it gets a little bit too difficult and I don't want to die too much. Because I don't like epic fails that much. So I always use few quail spikes, gain another level, And of course another skill. Slash. I will check this skill out a little bit later and decide what we're going to do. From time to time I will change a little bit about the builds, and I will show you guys on later levels some different builds which are popular or which I particularly like. Which I don't know yet from the Crusader. With the other characters I do know, and maybe I will change it a little bit up and sometimes release a video with a particular build or a particular area with the other characters. But that's all up to request by you guys. For now we'll just focus on this Crusader flail. Just trying to get a few more skills, because otherwise it's just bashing these skulls. Which I do like, but I can imagine you guys don't like watching that much. So we'll just rush a little bit through these dark areas. Work our way up to the wretched queen. I like to smash other things as well, because that's all part of the Diablo franchise, smashing things for loot. There we go with shield bash. I do like the graphical style of this skill, so that's one thing that always excites me to use that particular kind of skill, even though some other skills might be stronger. So far I've played Diablo 3 with all the other 5 characters, and my favorite was the Demon Hunter. Just because it's kind of a midliner which can focus from a little bit further out of the thick of the battle, but also can be in quite close range because of the higher armor. We got a new skill. Seems to be blinding, shield glare, so I can blind these big group of mobs, which I will be using to survive. I'm a little bit used to equipment which has life, hit points regeneration, so I need to get used again to using potions, because I didn't use them with my other characters, at least not a whole lot. And I got another wretched mother. Now I am in need of a potion. Bash this raisin. And there we go to the old ruins where the wretched queen should be. A little bit leveling. Do you see I have a little bit of a hard time by just smashing these enemies. So maybe I need to explore a little bit and level a little bit up. And there goes the wretched queen, which is easier than I thought. There we go. So let's get back to New Tristan and see what Leah has to say.
Thank you,
Captain Rumford.
She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
She's brave. With help, she may yet save Cain.
And that was the first quest we just did.
Leah, let's find your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral.
And now we get a new quest from Leah.
Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
And let's follow her back to the old ruins, and now she got the key, so we can unlock this gate and go further.
Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
And your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior. He was locked in
And we walk right into some walking corpses.
Not yet.
I'm still trying to get used to this and use the blinding, the shield glare and the shield bash effectively. in conjunction. And there we go to Adria's hut.
Look, hidden cellar. Follow
Let's
me.
get into the cellar and see what happens over there.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
And this is what Diablo is really famous for, the dungeons. This isn't particularly a big dungeon, it's just a basement really, but these kind of areas is what Blizzard is made Diablo famous for, and this is what I want to avoid, being frozen by those ice chunks. So I need to run out there, because that can really fuck someone up if you get caught in that, and then a few mobs are bashing into your skull. Oh. Especially there, because I needed a potion. The Crusader uses Wrath as a sort of kind of mana source for its skills, and we can build it up by attacking, I see. Going with the ice. There we go, level 5 as well. Let's pick up the gold, because we might need it to buy some potions, because they are
Here's the key and my mother's journal.
used
What I've seen
quickly.
is disturbing. I want to know
And we
more
get
about
another
what
skill.
happened.
Like I
need to
said, I
save
will
all
test
of them
these
first.
out in the coming episodes. For now we're just leveling, and then we'll make a basic build in which we are going to start with, and also upgrade a little bit of the armor and weaponry. Let's bash here. I do like these kind of games where you just bash, and you do need a little bit of strategy with your skills, but it's quite it has a direct line what you need to do, just bash. I get caught in the middle of the group, which is unfortunate. This is a big problem on the because I'm playing this on the console. You have a little bit more of autofocus, but he does switch in targets. So sometimes you see that you are attacking enemy B, but there's enemy B in. You are attacking one enemy, and the other enemy stands between your target and yourself, so he attacks that one, but you see the skill bar of the enemy you are targeting, which is different on the computer, at least in Diablo 2. I don't know Diablo 3 because I've played Diablo 2 on the computer, but only this one on the Xbox. But sometimes I find it hard because he does switch as well automatically. So sometimes you have the idea you are bashing the one enemy and then it's locked on the other. There we go, into the cathedral. Let's go to the first dungeon of this episode in this series, really. It's risen. There you go. Cathedral level 1. And let's find Deckard Cain. And this is also something I used to, in my original playthrough, explore the whole dungeon and try to find everything. There we go, bitches. 4 victims of the trap. But as I was saying, I would explore the whole dungeon, but now I'm just going to look for the spots where we need to go. It could be that we are going too fast and I need to level before I can actually kill some stuff. In that case I will explore a little bit more of these dungeons. And I will do that as well on the end of the game, because then the dungeons are a little bit more interesting. But for now they are a little bit inconvenient. So you are going to bash this grotesque. And it's going to explode with some worms, so I like to try to kill it and then get out of its action radius. If he lets me. Not really. Let's get these corpse worms and blind them. I'm still getting used to this blind skill. You saw me a minute ago missing the blind skill. It's a little bit part of my... I have played the Demon Hunter before I started this, just to get used to these controls again. And there my X button unloads a trap, and here it does the blind skill, but the trap you just of course put in an area of your choice, and this you have to at least give it some direction. But I do like this skill, so I hope there is a rune which enhances the duration of the blindness, or at least capitalizes on blindness, so we can look into that. I do like shield bash as well, although I would like it to deal some more damage. Let's kill these ravenous death and then kill those special... Oh, they're coming already. These bats. Teleporters, carrion bats. They're a little bit strong, so I need to be a little bit more cautious and use some hit and run tactic. Blind them and then hit them a few times, then hit them with my build up wrath, shield bash, and then run again, so I can do it all over again. A little bit rinse and repeat. Like I said, this game has been released for a while now on the PC, so this is kind of a delayed let's play, and maybe there are some functions or abilities missing compared to the PC versions, because they are always more comprehensive. But I made this choice because I've played the original set on the console as well. So I hope you guys can forgive the delay and still like this version. If not, I do like making these videos anyway and playing this game anyway, so for me it's always a win-win. Now we're almost getting to the point in which we can defeat these carrion bats. There we go. And immediately level 6. Let's see what we get. A roar rune. I will check these runes out as well on the end of this episode. Before we start next episode, I will show you guys which choices I made and explain them a little bit. Of course I show the equipment as well. I'm not going into the details now because you will find continuously better equipment. So the first couple of episodes I will not delve into that, but later on I will show you guys a little bit more equipment, stats and stuff. I've also made the choice to not include the starter items because I think it's more fair that I don't use them. The Infernal Helm from the original Diablo pre-order, and the I don't know what the other ones are, but for the shoulder, a treasure goblin. Let's hit them. He's not really going down very hard, so he might escape. Not quite strong enough to kill him. Maybe you can corner it. Go, come on, bash. No, he's going to escape. That's sad, but we'll get those later. For the items, it's particularly interesting to kill them, because they do have a lot of rare drops. I am liking this shield glare skill a lot, because you can blind, especially on this low level, you can do a lot with it. And you'll see them, the bats are very nice to us because they are waiting until it's their turn to be ass whooped. And now it's their turn, so let's see if we can kill one with the trap, which is nice. As you guys can see, this is the Ultimate Evil Edition from Diablo 3. The difference, there are a few differences in gameplay with the original Diablo 3. For instance, the trap kill is now put into the screen, and the same goes for massacre kills or destruction kills. It was put on screen, but now there's a little bonus. And put this risen down. You see this walking corpse, you can slice it in half, and then you got a crawling torso. Just crawling for you. Basically the creature 2.0 in evolution. Sometimes it's in the beginning of this game, not now, but in the beginning when I started with Diablo 3, I had a hard time seeing, I was overlooking these torsos, these crawling torsos, so they were continuously doing damage to me. Let's kill these gargoyles, just for the fun of it. The reason I went down there is because there are sometimes chests over there. New grotesque, which we will blind, although it doesn't have any eyes, but we'll still kill this lump of fat. Kind of obese beasts, and they do have worms, so let's terminate those with our flail and our shield. So as I was saying, this Crusader is loosely based off the Paladin class in Diablo 2. They do have some skills like Fist of the Heavens and Blessed Hammer, which is at least name-wise the same. Skill-wise they do kinda the same, but the skill trees work a little bit different in Diablo 3. It's a little bit more arcade now. Whereas I found Diablo 2 to be a little bit more hardcore because of the unforgiving skill trees and stuff. Let's go to Leodric's Passage. Leorix, sorry. And then we're going to save Deckard Cain, which is running over here.
Stay back. Back. May this ledge hold. The skeleton king. The power of the fallen star.
And this is one of the cutscenes I will cut away in the next few videos. For now I leave this in. Just because it's Deckard Cain running and it's a little bit story wise. We haven't spent a lot of attention yet on the story. So it's a little bit of kicking and running and bashing, but no story, and I do like a little bit of background. So let's kill these royal henchmen after we blind them.
My wrath is low. Not yet.
Then we will kill the boss, and then I think there will be a nice cutoff point for the first episode. And I hope you guys will like this. But as said, if not, then at least I have some fun making this video. Now let's kick these skeletons. We do not like them. Let's kill Head Cleaver, the Royal Executioner. not particularly doing us much damage, but we're not doing that to him either. I'm trying to use these skill combinations a little bit as much as possible, because I need to get used to them. And it's nice for you guys to watch them, seeing how they work on Junction in the start. So after we kill Head Cleaver, we'll head back to the new Tristan, and there I will inventorize what kind of skills we have, what kind of stuff I have so far, which isn't a whole lot because we kind of rushed to this point. And then we go to make the second episode, and in the beginning I will show you guys what I have chosen, why I have chosen it, and we'll see how it pan out. But first we'll get back to Old Tristan and talk a little bit with the people over there. I'm not using a potion because I will use the healer which is in town. So it saves a little bit of money. And at this point in the game I'm a cheap ass because we don't have that much money. Let's use this waypoint to get back. And in our experience and stuff for
Uncle, you're alive.
Thanks to you
quests.
and your friend here.
It was my duty to help. Now, I would know of the falling star.
The prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign.
And I have the sound a little bit low so you guys can read through the dialogue yourselves,
All that matters now is that you're back.
as said. But first we're going to heal ourselves, and then I'm going to finish this episode off. I hope you guys like this. If you have feedback, tips or requests, please post them in the comments or send a message to me. I hope you guys like this, like I said, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode, which will be uploaded later this week. So I hope to see you then. Yo!